Hello, welcome back to another vlog. I thought it would be a bit of fun to film a all things bookish vlog. It is currently Saturday and my mum and I are heading out on a kind of day trip to Northam. So Northam is about an hour and a half from the Perth CBD area. And the reason I'm going there is because my brother told me about this really good secondhand bookstore that is there, so we're going to go check that out. And then there is another bookstore that I want to go to called To Be Read in Midland. It's an independent bookstore that really focuses on romance, all kinds of romance, dark romance, romance, FF romance, romanticities, romantic comedies, any kind of genre of romance that you can think of, they will sell it there. So I want to check that bookstore out as well. So I thought I'd bring you along and we could head out for the day. And boy, do I have the haul for you. That secondhand bookstore in Northam was amazing. I highly underrated it. It was called the Fiction Room. It's on the main street in Northam, and it actually is attached to a secondhand store as well, like an op shop vintage vibe. That op shop had everything. It had like old PS games, old cameras, typewriters, antiques, record players, furniture, anything that you could think of. But alas, I dropped off a couple of books and I got $11 credit, which the lady was very nice about, and I picked up a gigantic stack of books. So I have been hearing all about Cassandra Clare, and I actually don't own a single book of hers and I've never read it. So I picked up the whole Mortal Instruments series, which I'm so excited about. And a lot of these books look brand new. They do not look like they have been read at all. So happy about that. And I also picked up the first book in the Dark Artifices, I think is what it's called, Lady Midnight. Also, it looks brand new. So I'm so excited to add that to my TBR. I've heard that is a really good YA fantasy. So I'll report back once I actually start it. Then, like I said earlier, I went to Be Read. So that is an independent bookstore that focuses a lot on the romance genre. And I have been really into my tennis this year, and I really want to get a few tennis books. I have ordered in Carrie Soto's Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and that follows a tennis star. I ordered that in from Rabbles, another bookstore, so hopefully we will go and pick that up this week. But aside from that, that's the only tennis book that I own, and tennis romance is pretty hard to find. But I found this one called Ace My Heart by Layla Pine, and I'm pretty sure this is signed. A signed copy of it, if I remember correctly. Yes, signed copy. This, look at that cover, isn't it so cute? It's got some blood here, so I think it's got a little bit of a murder mystery in here, but the lady told me it's not very scary. I love the feel of an independent book. It is so heavy, the pages are so beautiful, so I'm excited to pick this up. The back of this says that Mulaney Black is cursed, just ask her crazy superstitious mother, and it sounds like that she's quite a good tennis player, but she actually can't make it past the quarterfinal. And then it sounds like she meets the male main character, her career and her personal life seem to be looking up, and then a sudden horrific event turns everything upside down. I'm excited! Australian author, this should be good. The Australian Open is currently on too, so maybe I should read this as my next read. But that's a little bit of a haul. I am going to chill out for a little bit. I had to go to Kmart today, so obviously I thought, oh, look at the books. And I saw The Bonds That Burn by Briar Bolwin. I saw this in To Be Read bookshop yesterday, and I actually had it in my hand to pick up then because I was like, oh my god, it's the second book of a series that I own. I should get it. And then I was like, you know what? That book they sell at Kmart, so I should pick it up from there and get an independent book instead. So that's what I did. Fast forward to this morning, went to Kmart, saw it, and I was like, perfect. I'm going to pick that up now. Come home, go to put it on my shelf next to the first book. I don't own the first book, but I don't know where I got it in my head that I owned the first book on Wings of Blood. I don't know if it's just because I've seen it before, but I actually don't own it. So now I own book 2. So you'd be like, oh, not a problem, go back to Kmart. No, Kmart doesn't sell book 1. I look online, it's only online at Target, but I have to pay for delivery. Amazon, for some reason, the book is so expensive. The Dimmicks near me is out of stock. So it appears it's very hard to find book 1. I am wondering if it's because it's going to get printed in the shorter version, which will drive me crazy because now I have the tall paperback. So you and I are about to go on an adventure. I live near a couple of independent bookstores, so I am lucky in that regard. So we're going to go to 2. If they don't sell it, on the way back I might get the first one that we head to order it in for me. That's the plan. But let's go do that because it's going to drive me crazy otherwise. I really just want to sit on this couch and finish reading Blue Sisters, but I know that this is going to really drive me crazy. Worst case, I can return the book, but I don't want to. Now I want to read it. So yeah, enough chit chat. Let's go book shopping. What a debacle that was. I went to Pigface Bookshop, then I went to Planet Books, and then I went to Dwarfs Books, which is a specialized sci-fi and fantasy bookstore. Then I went back to Kmart to double check that they didn't sell the book. Then I went to Dimmicks, where Dimmicks had the special edition hardback version, but I wanted the paperback. So I went to like 5 different shops to find it, but I have good news. Dimmicks were able to order it in for me. And I had a gift card for Dimmicks, so essentially the book was free. So once it arrives, I can put Of Songs of Blood and The Bond That Burns on the shelf together where they belong. I'm assuming that there just might be an ordering delay on the first book because it does seem very hard to get your hands on. But I'm happy that that's done. I am going to sit down now, chill out and read Blue Sisters. I have about 100 pages left, so once I finish this book, we can pick another book to read together. I explained what Blue Sisters is about in my previous vlog, but essentially you're following 3 different sisters and they're all grieving the loss of their 4th sister who died from a drug overdose, and you get chapters from each of the sisters' perspectives, and they're all just dealing with the complexities of life. It is messy. It's raw, the characters make a lot of mistakes, but it feels very real and I'm really enjoying it. So that is kind of the general gist of this book. Very messy family dynamics, so if you're into that, I would recommend. It does cover off addiction though, so just if that is a touchy subject, not the one for you. But I am going to chill out, read this on the couch, and just relax for a bit. have to be honest, it is quite a few days later. Over the weekend, though, I did go to Rabble and I picked up Carrie Soto is Back, a book by Taylor Jenkins Reid about a tennis star. I ordered this in from there because I had a voucher, so picked that one up. And then whilst I was there, I picked up 2 other books. So Rabble's is in Mayland, and it is a very good bookstore if you want to diversify your reading. They have a great queer section and also a great section by First Nation authors. So whilst I was there, I thought I'll pick up 2 queer books. So this is Dream On Ramona Riley by Ashley Herring Blake. I've actually read quite a lot of her books. I've read the Irish Kelly Doesn't Date, the trilogy of those 3 books, and I did read Make the Season Bright, the Christmas one. Didn't really like that one, but I liked the other 3. So I'm excited to give this one a go. This is a FF romance. I believe one of the characters is maybe bisexual, but I don't actually know very much about it. So pick that one up. And then I saw this book and it had like a staff recommendation. So I was like, that looks good. It's called The Prospects. I think are they rugby players? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know exactly which sport it is, but it has like an openly transsexual man in here as one of the male main characters, and I have actually not read a book, I think, that has a trans character. So I'm excited to add this to the list. I've heard that it's really, really good as well. So I will report back once I have picked it up to read. And more updates. I did finish Coco Mellon's book, Blue Sisters, 4.5 stars. Loved it. I have thought about it ever since I finished. Really recommend if you like a character-driven family dynamics book. Just know that this is character-driven. So if you are more into plot-centered books, maybe not the one for you, but if you like messy families, this one is good. I would read again. So love that. And then, yeah, TikTok got to me. What can I say? You might be wondering, what are these? Heated Rivalry. It is the Game Changers series. And it even has on here little spice ratings. So this is another romance. I'm sure I don't really need to explain it. These are only 4 of the, I think 6 or 7 books. The other 2 are coming in from Dimmicks. But I'm so excited. I need to binge this because I do want to watch the TV series. But I feel like I should probably binge the books first. And then my final update is that I started my next read. So I started Ace My Heart by Layla Pine. I will be honest, it was a little bit slow to get into, but I mean, I'm only like 80 pages in now, and like the murder mystery section has started, and that's really gripping me. One huge positive though is the start of this book takes place at the Australian Open, and the semi-finals were on just last night, so impeccable timing by me for picking this one up. I'm very intrigued to see what happens. I have it on Spotify Premium as well. Very weird to listen to an Australian book on Spotify Premium because I'm not used to hearing the Australian accent in my audiobooks. So I think I'm up to chapter 8. So I'm actually going to head to the gym and listen to a little bit of this on Audible. So let's go. I thought I'd come on, give you a final reading update and then close off the vlog. But I'm now up to chapter 12, 130 pages into Ace My Heart. And I am going to finish it. It is an Australian author, but I have to say that it's not my favourite read. I just don't think that I am connecting to any of the characters. I like the male main character a little bit, but I wish I got a bit more depth from him. And the female main character currently is unlikable, but I'm hoping that it could change. We still don't know what's going on with the little murder mystery, so that is keeping me entertained, like hoping that it's going to pick up. But yeah, it's just okay right now. But it's the 1st of Feb. I thought I will close off the vlog. I'm going on a book buying ban for this month, which I'm terrified about, but I currently have like books over there, books down here, books over there. I need to stop, so I'm going to go on a book buying ban. I do also need to do an unhaul, but I don't have it in me for today, so I'll do that another day. So I thought I'll leave this vlog here before I film a TBR for February. But I hope you enjoyed this bookish vlog. Let me know if you want to see more of them and I can definitely film them for you. Bye!